The next halacha says that another way a person's memory can be affected is that if someone uses his clothing as a pillow. But if something is put in between the clothing and his head, such as a sheet or a towel, it's found to be permitted. Some poskim say that this only applies if someone uses his own clothing as a pillow, and that there would be no issue by using someone else's clothing. There's others that say that it really doesn't matter whose clothing it is, and that it's recommended to be stringent and not use any piece of clothing as a pillow. In all of our day-to-day activities, a person always has to give priority to his right side over his left. For example, it's recommended to put on the shirt or a jacket by first holding it in the right hand, passing it to his left hand, slipping his right arm into the sleeve, and then afterward his left arm. This follows the saying of all your turns should be toward the right. Another example is when putting on a talit. The same procedure should be done here as well, by taking and holding it in the right hand, handing one side of it to the left, and proceed to put on the talit from there. The Be'er Moshe says that this applies as well for people who are left-handed. The right side always outweighs the left. When getting dressed, men have to put on their kippah or head covering first. Now, when it comes to undressing, the law requires us to do the opposite of getting dressed and to remove the left side and then the right side. When bathing, one should first wash the head before the rest of the body, then the right arm and the right leg, then the left arm and left leg. When putting on shoes, we first put on the right shoe, then before tying the laces on the right shoe, we put the left shoe on, tie the left shoe laces first, and then go back to tie the right shoe laces. And this applies to all types of shoes, whether it's laces, snaps, Velcro, a zipper, loafers, or any type of shoe. Taking off the shoes, we give honor to the right side by taking off the left shoe first, and it's best to untie the left shoe before untying the right. This applies to men and women and children as well. Dressing someone else, such as a child or an elderly person, the precedence of the right or left is determined by the person being dressed, meaning they should be dressed according to the right side of the person being dressed and not the person that's dressing them. Our sages taught in Shabbat 129a, everyone must acquire shoes to wear on his feet, even if he has to sell the beams of his house in order to do so. From here we learn that one should never go barefoot. The sages added in Pesachim 113b that anyone who goes barefoot is excommunicated by HaShem. Even though there are many other reasons to avoid going barefoot, even inside our own homes, it is technically permitted. When it comes to praying, however, one has to cover his feet and not leave them exposed. It's permitted to touch clothing even before doing Netilat Yadayim upon waking up in the morning. One can get dressed before as well. However, if a person chooses to be stringent and do Netilat Yadayim first before getting dressed, he will receive a special blessing from heaven. This is especially so if someone goes to sleep after halachak midnight. He's allowed to get dressed upon waking up even before washing his hands.